Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to Second Life. This is a video on how to make friends and join groups. So, what is a friend? Well, obviously, a friend is somebody you like a lot that has the same likes and feelings you do that you want to hang out with more. I'm assuming you have friends in real life. If you don't, too bad for you. So, now you want to make friends in Second Life. Because after all, this is a virtual chat room. And what's the point of chatting with somebody if you have nobody to chat with? Okay, so how you add a friend is very simple. If you've been talking to them for a while and you really like what they say, all you have to do is right click on their person and you say add as friend. See that? And that'll bring up friendship offer. And I can say yes, okay, or you can type in your own personal message if you want to. Whatever you want. It's all up to you. And that will bring up a prompt that's to them that says, Adam Star wants to be your friend. And they can either reject me or accept me. Usually they'll accept you. Do not worry, most people are friendly in here. Unless you're a jerk. Okay, so once you become their friend, they will show up in your friends list. Now, what is that? If you go up to here, this is people. Click on the people's button and brings up your friends list. Now, this is all the people that are your friends. I only have 3 friends, but I can have a lot more. You can have as many friends as you want. There's 2 sections to here. There's one that says all friends, which is obviously everybody is this your friend, or ones that are just online at the moment. And I have 2 friends online. Think of this as your little black book. And they give you a convenient search bar. So if you have hundreds of friends and you need to search for one of them, it just type their name in or part of the name and it shows up alphabetically just like this. Or you can add a person just by clicking the plus button and type their name in that way. You can also delete friend. If you don't like them anymore, trash them. Okay, you guys, what is a group now? A group, remember in high school and college you had all these different groups for different things such as water polo and debate team and frisbee throwing and hacky sack, things like that. That's what a group is. It's just a list of people that want the same thing and have the same ideas. A lot of groups on here are owned by businesses and clubs. They use that as kind of a mailing list of ways to show people what's going on in that particular time for their, if they have a promotion or if a club has an event, they'll tell you and it'll show up right here. It looks like it has a window that says this is what's happening this time. And you are allowed up to 42 of these groups. So imagine this: if you have a group, especially a really popular club, they'll give you all these updates of what they're doing every day, all the time. So imagine if you have 42 of those groups. It can get very crowded because people will be telling you all the time about what's going on. Every group thinks that their group is the best, and therefore you should pay attention to only them. So if you have 42 of those, they can get very, very crowded. So here's a little trick to what you could do. If you find a group, so let's say I want to silence Seattle. I live in Seattle, so I have a Seattle group. So you right click Seattle. I can either activate them. Basically what that is, it just shows people that are looking at you what group you belong to. I can view info. And that will bring up their info page, just like their profile page. And that shows who founded this Seattle group and what their mission statement is. Okay, what your title is, here's what your title is. And here are the 2 main buttons I'm going to tell you about. The first one is called Receive Group Notices. That is the button you either want to check or uncheck, and that And if you uncheck it, you will not receive these group notices anymore. So if it's a group you really don't care about, but you want to stay in that group, you can check that, and you won't receive the notices anymore. Now, the second one is really cool. I like this one a lot. It's an anonymous button. So if you want to stay anonymous, for example, if you belong to AA, for example, and you don't want people to find out that you are in that group, you can click on that button. So what that means is if anybody searches for your profile, they will not see that group in your list of groups. But I want to see both. I want people to know I'm in Seattle and receive my groups. So I'm going to click save, and there you go. Now, how do you belong? How do you add yourself to a group? There are one of two ways. The first way is very easy. You just walk into a store or a club, and if they have a group, they will ask you to join the group either here or in the chat window. And that brings up a box that tells you what they are, and it says join now. Most groups are free, some groups are not, but most are. And you can say join now, and you can join the group. And then you receive all their notices, whatever. Or there's another way to do it. Click the plus button on the top. It says join group. That brings you up to a search bar. So let's say I want to join this group, AA Mall Friend. You click more info, and what that does is brings up now it looks exactly like what we just saw before. It's basically their profile page, and it says join now. Let's join their group, and now you see how my activated group is now the mall. That is how you join a group. Okay, you guys, so that is it for me. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to like and comment if you like or hate how I'm doing these.